Good evening and welcome to tonight's regional news. This evening we start off with news coming out of Jamaica. A post-mortem date has finally been set for dancehall entertainer Keshan, who was shot dead over a month ago in Old Harbour, St. Catherine. According to the dead woman's sister, Patricia Brown, the autopsy date is set for Wednesday, August 21. Keshan, whose real name is Kenisha Brown, was known for songs such as Bubble Up Your Body and The Goods, which she recorded with incarcerated dancehall star Vybz Kartel. According to the police, the 24-year-old entertainer who resided in Marley Mount, Old Harbour, was shot and killed shortly after midnight during a dispute with a licensed firearm holder in the area known as Sharper Lane. The Old Harbour police reported that during the dispute, she threw several stones into the licensed firearm holder's car before stabbing him several times. According to the police, the man discharged one round from his firearm, which hit her in her upper body. The entertainer reportedly died while undergoing treatment at the hospital. Meanwhile, the Brown family is gearing up for a protracted legal battle to get justice for Keshan's life. And now for news coming out of Trinidad and Tobago. A 28-year-old woman is in critical condition after sustaining burns to over 80% of her body in a fire she allegedly set in Arima on Sunday. The injured woman is a customs officer from St. Barb's, Belmont. A 39-year-old man who resided at the home set on fire was also injured. Around 4:20 p.m. on Sunday, the two were at home at Carl Jones Street, Arima, when they got into an argument. The 28-year-old woman left the room and returned with a bottle, police were told. She threw the contents of the bottle on the floor. The 39-year-old man told police he smelled something like gasoline. Then the room erupted in flames. He ran out of the room and raised an alarm. The police and fire services were notified and officers from the Arima Fire Station, under the supervision of firefighter Samaru, responded. The two victims were taken to the Arima Health Facility, where they were both treated. Still in Trinidad, popular radio announcer Justin Duki drowned in a pond at the La Vega estate in Grand Couva on Sunday. Duki of Sweet 100.1 FM was spending the day with relatives when the incident occurred at around 4 p.m. Eyewitnesses said Duki was trying to swim across the pond when he experienced difficulties and went under the water. Duki was pulled from the water after several minutes. In a video posted to social media, a woman was seen attempting to resuscitate him. He was taken to the Couva District Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Swimming is not allowed in the pond and there are signs warning visitors who are allowed to fish. There are no lifeguards on duty. And finally, news coming out of Jamaica. Vigilant nurses at the busy Spanish Town Hospital in St. Catherine recently accosted a man who posed as a doctor for over a week in the Accident and Emergency Department. The imposter apparently showed up for work one day late last month, donned in a doctor's uniform with the required medical gear, and proceeded to carry out his duties. Nurses who have been working at the institution for several years became suspicious following complaints from patients and questionable diagnosis from the doctor, who caused them to call the hospital security. The police were summoned, who took the fake doctor into custody. The hospital's administration was left baffled by the incident. Chairman of the Southeast Regional Health Authority, Wentworth Charles, said that the matter is now under investigation. The authority has oversight responsibility for the operations of all hospitals in Kingston, St. Andrew, and St. Catherine. The imposter is said to have treated patients, but the nurses realized that something was wrong when the patient sought clarification from them and said that what the doctor told them did not make sense. The nurses later quarreled him with the hospital security and started to question him. Then foolishness started to come out of his mouth, a source at the hospital said. Charles said that there is a reporting protocol for new medics which require all new doctors assigned to the institution to present a letter from the Ministry of Health to the Chief Executive Officer of the hospital. The CEO then circulates that letter to the Senior Medical Officer and the Nursing Director of the hospital. The Spanish Town Hospital is located in the country's old capital and is surrounded by scores of depressed communities, which are home to two notorious criminal and politically aligned gangs, One Order and Klansman. And that's the end of tonight's regional news. Thank you for watching. Back to you, Handel.